Zed Wild here. Press subscribe for more videos round and about Britain, exploration videos and the like. We're in Cornwall, a remote part of Cornwall, not too far from Penzance, and we're going to look at something. It's a bit foggy today. We're going to look at the Great Work Mine near Godolphin Hill, and what I'll do is I'll hold that straight for a minute so you can study it if you pause your video, and I'll go close up as well. You can pause the video and get the details. Right, let's go on our walk. First, I've got to lock my van, and it has an annoying habit of beeping, which disturbs my neighbours late at night. Oh, I think I turned it the wrong way there. Boring part of the video here. There you go, beeped it. So we've got to go down this way to the mine. A National Trust property. Now, around 1746, a man called William Cooksworthy was in the area. He was looking for China clay, somewhere he could find China clay to make porcelain in Britain. And he was visiting this Great Works mine, and he'd heard that the workers there used a certain clay to repair their furnaces, and he was interested in looking at this clay, and he found that the clay was actually China clay. Now, this was the first China clay to be found in Britain. Before then it came from China. And they showed him where he got the clay, which is on the hill just near here called Tregonig Hill. So here's the mine, by the way, in the fog. Now, the Tregonig Hill, you would normally probably be able to see it from here, but it's too foggy. Anyway, he went and looked at the site where they got this clay from, and he discovered it was English China clay. It was the first China clay to be found in England. It was being made in Asia, China, I think. Why it's called China clay. And anyway, this was the mine he was visiting when he found English China clay. So, let's just have a little look around it, shall we? That must be the actual shaft down there. Woo! Hello! I always find these shafts a bit scary. To think how deep down they must go. There's a chimney stack. I haven't got any stones to drop. No sign of any stones. We could drop a stone through the cage and wait for a sound when it hits the bottom. So there's the actual engine house. Boiler house was in there. Well, the boiler house was probably next door. And this is the engine house where the great big beam from the beam engine pumped water out of this shaft, up and down. The beam went, and that's where it would have been located, the beam above on the flat bit in between this H shape. And I used to actually rent a tin mine myself. I used it as a storage yard over at Wheel Busy more than probably maybe 15 years ago now, 12 or 15 years. I miss having that tin mine, renting it. So this is a new tin mine for me to visit, and yeah, it's all been locked. Ivy's starting to grow. Looks like it's probably been restored not too long ago, because there's no ivy on it. But now the ivy's starting to grow again. When I had Wheel Busy tin mine, it was completely covered in ivy when I was renting it. The whole engine house. Here in the Cornish wilderness, it's all surrounded by scrubland and shrubs. Some nice, lovely sloes. Look at the bunches of sloes on that. Very good harvest of sloes this year. And probably wouldn't be surprised if there was barn owls nesting in here. because they do like nesting in engine houses. I had one nesting at Wheel Busy. Wrong time of year now though. Yep, it's a shame we haven't got a stone. I wonder if I've got anything in my pocket. Okay, so I've just found a stone nearby. Now it's a case of finding how do I get down there to drop it. I think it's probably the way here. Oh yeah, some steps here. And I think the only way I'm going to drop it, be able to drop this big stone, because the holes are not big enough, is, whoa, that's a long way down, I think. The only way I'm going to be able to drop it is through this big gap here. So I'll get down on my knees. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh no, 3, 2, 1, drop. Wasn't that far. Can't hear any more bangs, so that was the bottom. Okay, right, we're just going to go on our way now along this track here, because just a minute ago, while I was looking for a stone, I found something else to look at. We go down this track, and I noticed in here, through these little, obviously not many people know about this bit so much as it's not very well worn path, but here I found yet another bit of the mine. Now any of you experts on tin mines who might be watching this, please put in the comments what you think the foundations of this building are. Yeah, I don't want to go too, I'll get a bit closer. Yeah, there it is. And there's a wall around the perimeter. I'm not going to guess what it is. It might be something to do with stamps. So I did guess, but I might be wrong there. And also over here is a circular wall. Might be the base of another chimney. It seems a bit big. There's probably another shaft behind there. It's circular. So it could be an old shaft. Get a lot of those around Wheel Busy, these circular walls. Okay, so hope you've enjoyed that visit to Great Works Tin Mine in Cornwall. Press subscribe for more exploration videos in Great Britain. Over and out.